Okay, so today I'll be showing you how to intake a service ticket. So first, when you open RSM, you'll be on the dashboard. You're going to want to go down here to intake. Um, on intake, you're going to have a couple different options here. So you have your bike tag, your ski tag, or your snowboard tag. If it's a ski tag, you're going to have different information to fill out here. For this example, we'll just do a bike tag. The customer, you're going to be searching by first or last name. So you could say we're doing myself here. Once your customer is set, you could then move down to the items section. Um, this is where you're going to type in all the bike information. So let's say I'm bringing in a Trek Madone and it's black and size medium. You can do the serial number here. It's not necessary. It's really just up to whatever you guys want to do as a shop. So once all that information is put in, you're going to be looking for the services now for services that we're going to be doing to the bike. So let's say for this Madone, I want to do a wheel true. So here I can search it up, wheel true. Another option that I could have done is I could have done show all, and I could have scrolled down and find wheel true. But as you can see, once it's selected, you can select your quantity. So say we're doing both wheels. Could do that. Say we're just doing one here, but once you select it, it's going to shoot it all the way to the top and highlight it, so you clearly know what service is being done. Let's say, just for sake of the example, we're also going to do a tube install as well. So once the services are all selected, they're going to be highlighted here. Then going to scroll down. And if you know the parts that are going to be needed for this service, you can scan in your parts here. This is typically something that the shop tech's going to do while they're working on the bike. They're going to be grabbing the parts, but say you already have the tube we're going to be installing with you, you could scan it in and whatever the barcode may be. You can type in the part description. So you could say, I don't know, this is a 26 by, I don't know, 1.7 tube. And you could write any notes here. So you could say, um, customer wanted specific tube, or, um, whatever notes you might have. Then you're going to type in your price, 9.99. You could do how many. So say we're doing two tube installs. So you could do two, or three, however many you want. And then tax applies if it's like a miscellaneous like labor charge that you don't have in the system already. Tax probably wouldn't apply, but for this case, it's a tube, tax would apply. And you could just do add part. And now we have this part added onto this ticket. So that's pretty much all it is for the item. Let's say you wanted to do two items. What I like to do is collapse this first item here, kind of makes it easier on my eyes. Then I could go to add another item, and I could repeat the process here. Say, for example, we have, for whatever reason, somebody brings in a bike and a ski. Um, in that situation, what you're going to want to do is go here to change ticket type, and you're going to select whatever ticket type the person is bringing in. So then you could type in, all your ski information here. We don't need that for this example, but just in case. Now, once all your items are inputted, you're going to kind of scroll down here to this details tab. And here you could select your priority. Um, this is something up to your shop as well. Like, you don't need to use priority. It's something that I know a lot of people don't use for bikes, but maybe for skis, there's a lot more rush jobs needed. So maybe use priority there. Um, Here's going to be our due date. So as you can see, our due date is going to be auto-populated. Um, it's going to populate to the next available slot in your schedule. So um, this is something you could tell the customer, like, hey, it looks like on May 15th is when we're going to be looking at this ticket. That's probably when it's going to be done, since it's kind of a simple walk-in. Um, you could also change it to whatever you want if you know, like, hey, they need it done on the 19th. You could set your due date there as well. Now you could write any notes for the ticket here. Um, Try to be as explain as much as you can here to help whatever service tech is going to be working on it. Um, I don't, maybe customer wants done ASAP, um, things like that. So once that all your notes are done, all your details, everything is looking good, You then go to create ticket. This is going to be an important spot. You're going to want to select your initials so we know that who made the ticket. So if we have any questions about the bike, we're going to be able to go to them and say, hey, this person did the bike. Let me go text them or call them or go talk to them. And then the status here. The status is also going to be very important. So typically on an intake, waiting for parts, waiting for response, and needs special order, probably not going to be needed. But say it's something super quick, you could select the status as a walk-in. Um, or say I don't know what needs done exactly, and we're gonna call them later with the final quote. You could do a call with quote. Anything outside of that is most likely just going to be an open status. Um, all these statuses are custom, so if you want to go into the settings, there's another video on that where you could go in and change all your statuses. But yeah, once that's done, everything looks good. You'll create the ticket. It'll bring you to this ticket page, and this shows all the information you just put in. If you want, you can send them like a text notification or email notification saying that their service is confirmed. Um, Something that will need to be done is you will need to print your intake tags here. I don't have a printer set up on this laptop, but once you do the print intake tags, you'll select accept. Your receipt printer will print the tag and you'll put that tag on the bike and wheel it to the back. If you guys are using hook in and hook out, you can right here, you could say, hey, this bike is going in 1A as your hook in. It automatically saves. You don't need to do anything else. And that's pretty much it. Now, let's say there's somebody brought in their own tube that needs to be associated with this service ticket. You can do print extra tags up here, and that's going to print an extra tag, a little smaller tag that could go in the tube that makes sure that that tube doesn't get lost in the back and we don't know what it belongs to. So that's about it for creation of a ticket. Next video, I'll go into adding more services, adding everything to the ticket itself.